Question number 1 on divergence and curl is find divergence f bar and curl f bar where f bar is a gradient of this bracketed function. Okay, and this question is asked in 2016 for 6 marks in IMU examination. Let me see the first thing uh, or the step number 1. This is an example where we require all the three definitions: the definition of a gradient, definition of a divergence, and definition of a curl. Yes, which thing we have to calculate first here?
Divergence.
Not divergence. Before getting divergence and curl, we should get the gradient of this function. Okay, so let me start like this. Let phi is the bracketed function, which is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So let me denote that as a function phi. Therefore, f bar, the vector f bar will become gradient of phi, that is a del phi. Okay, we know the gradient is nothing but it is a del of phi. So by definition, it's a dou phi by dou x I cap plus dou phi by dou y j cap plus dou phi by dou z k cap. Yes, anyone? What is the dou phi by dou x?
3x
3x
square.
square.
3x square
Minus 3yz.
minus 3yz.
Okay, 3x square minus 3yz. Similarly, 3y square minus 3xz plus 3z square minus 3xy k cap. So what we done, step number 1, we calculated the vector f bar by the definition of a gradient. So we got vector f bar, and now we can move to our first step, and that's step number 1. This is just like f bar equal to f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap. So we got a vector f bar here, and with this vector f bar, now we'll calculate this divergence f bar. Therefore, this is a divergence of f bar. Divergence of vector f bar is del dot f bar. Okay. Yes, what is the definition? What's the definition of del dot f bar?
Dou dou
Dou,
f by dou x.
dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z. Now here, one of the most important thing I want to tell all of us. There is a common silly mistake that few students always do, and that mistake is in del dot f bar is a scalar quantity. It's free from ijk, and by mistake, few of the students write here dou f1 by dou x I cap plus dou f2 by dou y j cap and dou f3 by dou z as a k cap, and then that calculation will get a 0 mark directly, because scalar quantity, if you are writing as a vector quantity, you will not get the marks there. So remember, del dot f bar, that is, you are taking a dot product, it is a scalar quantity, while del phi, here del is a vector, phi is a scalar, and because of del phi is a vector quantity, so del phi and del dot f bar, they are different things, don't confuse in there. Now tell me the answer. So therefore divergence of f bar is, what is the answer?
6x
Yes, correct. Plus 6y
6y
and
6z.
very good. And that's the end of the first part. We got one of the part, that is the divergence of f bar. Okay, and now only one part is left here, curl f bar. We have to do it. We'll do it after this. First complete this, all this calculation. Once you finish, tell me. Someone is on the chat. Okay, 183 you completed, very good. Can we start the second part then? Can we start a second part? Curl f bar. Now the second part, I'll write it here. Curl f bar, curl of f bar is del cross f bar, and that's a determinant. It's a determinant. First row is ijk, second row is a dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and third row is f1, f2, f3. These are components of vector f bar. So this gives us curl f bar is equal to, I will write again a determinant form only. So I will write I, j, k, okay, then dou by dou x, dou by dou y, and dou by dou z. Third row is f1. Now f1 is a 3x square minus 3yz. Then here is a 3y square minus 3xz, and this is 3z square minus 3xy. That is about f3. Okay, so this f bar is f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 cap. These f1, f2, f3 are written here. Any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now just
No,
we
sir.
have to expand the determinant now. Just expand this determinant, we get a curl vector. Anyone completed? What's the answer? That is already on the screen. Huh? Okay, let me check. I cap. Now this is a dou dou y of f3. So derivative of this f3 with respect to y. You'll observe it is coming minus 3x. Then derivative of f2 with z. F2 with z, it is again a minus 3x, but minus minus plus it become. Similarly, we have the other derivatives minus j cap into derivative of f3 with x. Now it is a minus 3y, and minus minus, then derivative of f1 with a z, minus minus plus 3y plus k cap into the derivative of this f2 with x. F2 with x is a minus 3z minus derivative of f1 with y. Again it is a minus minus plus 3z. And we observe each and every component here, this getting cancelled, and we are getting this as just a zero vector. So curl f bar is a zero vector. Divergence f bar is a 6x plus 6y plus 6z, while curl f bar, del cross f bar, is a zero vector. What you can conclude about f bar then? Therefore f bar is,
The linear, not rotational.
it is irrotational. Okay, it is not rotational, correct, but the word is irrotational, or f bar is a conservative vector field. Irrotational or conservative vector field there. Okay, so that about question number 1. So near about each and every question is just a mathematical part. Nowhere you require a diagram. Diagram is not required.
Sir, if we write only zero, will it be wrong?
Pardon?
Sir, if we write only zero, will
Huh?
it be wrong? Wrong.
You should write step by step, because sometimes some examiner are interested in the important steps. Suppose some examiner thought this step is important, that indicates you done calculation. Okay, so you should write it. At the end, you are doing na, you are doing. So what is
Okay.
the harm to write one step there? So better you should write step by step. Many times you get a mark for direct answer also, but don't depend on that. Okay, if you want complete marks, write the important steps. So elementary calculations, yes, you can ignore sometimes. Just like this step, you can ignore. You can write here directly. That also you can do it. So can we start next? Second example.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 2 is here. Find the directional derivative. Find the directional derivative of divergence of f. Actually, f is not a scalar, f is a vector. You observe here I, j, k are present. So even though it's not written, there is f bar is there. So find the directional derivative of divergence of this f bar, which is xyi minus xy square j plus z square k at this point in the direction outer normal to the sphere. Now I want the steps from you only. What should be the first step? What, which quantity we should calculate first? Tell me.
The gradient.
Not clear. Yeah.
The first delta. Here we have gradient.
Not gradient. Nowhere here is gradient.
The delta I will find.
First we will calculate step number one. We should calculate this divergence of this f. That is a step one. Now divergence of f, I will denote like this. Let phi 1, you can take just phi also, divergence of f bar, okay, which is a dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z. So this gives us the value for phi 1, which is a divergence of f bar. Yes, anyone tell me what is the dou f1 by dou x?
Why?
Little louder.
Is it why?
It's y only, correct. The y is the correct answer. Dou f2 by dou y?
2
Minus 2
Minus
xy.
2xy, very good. And dou f3 by dou z?
2z.
2z,
2z.
very good. Okay, now here is some silly mistakes few of the students do. When you write dou f1 by dou x, some of them are writing the derivative of this term plus this term also. You remember this is, you are just differentiating f1 with x, f2 with y, and f3 with a z. So whatever written, that is correct. So this is the divergence of this vector f bar at any point x, y, z. We don't want that at particular point. Actually, we want directional derivative. Directional derivative of this divergence of f bar at this point. So step number 2, we want directional derivative of divergence of f bar. Now this is this is step number 1 we finished. Step 2 are starting now. Therefore directional derivative of divergence of f bar is del phi 1. Okay, this is a del of phi 1 because divergence of f bar is a phi 1 only. So directional derivative of phi 1 is a del phi 1 that way. So it is a dou phi 1 by dou x. Now it should be ijk there. So this is a dou phi 1 by dou y j cap plus dou phi 1 by dou z k cap. So what will be the del phi 1? Yes,
Why I cap?
dou phi 1 by dou x, not correct. Minus 2y, na?
Minus 2y.
Minus 2y I cap dou phi 1 by dou y. Yes,
1 minus 2x.
Minus 2x.
1 minus 2x is the correct answer. And lastly, dou phi 1 by dou z.
2.
2.
Yes, just a 2 only. So this is the general directional derivative. This is the directional derivative of this divergence of f bar at any point x, y, z. But we want that at particular point at 2 and 2. So we'll say at 2, 1 and 2. So this one gives us del phi 1. One more thing I want to tell you. This question was not asked in last 5-7 years. This one is asked I think in 2010 or some before that in your IMU question paper. So in recent 5 to 10 years, this question is never asked. But yeah, you should know how to proceed with the problem. So what is the value of del phi 1 at this particular point? So y
Minus
value
2y.
minus 2i, correct?
Minus 3j.
Very good.
Plus 2k.
Very good. Yes, you are correct. So what is this del phi 1 actually? This del phi 1 is nothing but it is a directional derivative of a divergence of f bar at 2 and 2. But now last part is left. The last part of the question is here in the direction along outer normal to this sphere. How to get the normal vector to the sphere first. How to get a normal vector of the surface of the sphere?
Is it the tangent?
No, tangent is a different, normal is a different. Normal is a perpendicular to tangent.
Yes, sir.
How to get a normal vector to the surface of the sphere? Already you learned this just in the last article. I've given a hint now.
So perpendicular to the tangent of the
No,
sphere.
no. I am asking what is a normal vector to the surface?
Sir, vector by its own magnitude.
No. I discussed this in the last article only. There is
Dot
one.
product divided by the magnitude.
No, I'm repeating again. There is one quantity which is known by three different names, and that is a
Directional derivative.
Directional
gradient.
derivative.
Gradient is that gradient is
Yes.
gradient is a directional derivative, and gradient is a normal vector to the surface. So indirectly we want again a gradient of that surface, because gradient is itself a normal to the surface. So first of all, let me denote that surface equation by phi2. Let phi2 is the second surface that we have, which is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9. Okay, so this is the equation of the sphere or equation of the surface. So I'll give this as equation 1. Okay, therefore normal to phi 2 is del phi 2. Now if you take a del phi 2, you'll observe dou phi 2 by dou x, that is a 2x. Dou phi 2 by dou y is a 2y, and dou phi 2 by dou z is a 2z k cap. So what is this vector we got, del phi 2? Del phi 2 is actually normal vector to the surface phi 2. Now we want, last step we left here, we want this directional derivative of phi 1 along the normal to the phi 2, along normal to the phi 2. So just we have to take a component of del phi 1 along del phi 2 only, because it's not given along normal to the sphere at a particular point like 003 or 300. That point is not given for phi 2. For surface phi 2, for the surface of a sphere, we are not given particular point like at 300, at 030, that way. Just a minute, it is connecting back. Internet issue. It's taking too much time to connect actually.